Hey guys, so today we have an interesting device to explore. So this is Nokia's Nokia Asha 303. It's a decade-old device released back in 2011. It still works and it is doing what it's supposed to do actually. So today we're going to explore this device. I had this device for a very long time, but I'm using this device few days now, trying out what I can do with this device and what it is offering right now. The display here is actually 2.6 inch 240 by 320 capacitive touchscreen display. Unlike Nokia's devices, most of them used to come with resistive touchscreen, but this one actually came with capacitive touchscreen, so it is pretty much similar to today's device. Although the display here is actually plastic, so it does not feel like today's smartphone, but it is a capacitive touchscreen. And also in front we got QWERTY keypad and few buttons here, and on top we got earpiece and ambient light sensor. Weirdly, the ambient light sensor does not do anything about brightness of the display. It is actually for the keypad. So if you are in low light area, the keypad will glow up. So that's why the light sensor is there. And right hand side we also got like lock button and volume rockers. On top we got 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB port. So micro USB port here actually can charge the device. There are Nokia devices which cannot charge with micro USB port. You have to use the barrel jack only, and also we got barrel jack, so you can use both of them to charge the device. Right hand side we don't have anything, and on the back we got a 3.2 megapixel camera which is fixed focus, but it does decent job like taking picture, and also it can shoot up to 480p video in 15 fps. Quite cool for back then actually. And also we got speaker grill here, and the speaker quality is pretty good. So let's explore the device. On the home screen we have clock and shortcuts here actually. So we have go to shortcut, which brings notification panel like things where you can choose few things, and also you can arrange them according to your liking. And name section here, your contacts and other things, and also a shortcut for dialer. So as you can see, but you can actually dial directly here. If you dial, it will also work similarly. So in the menu section we got music, contacts, setting, maps, messaging, photos, apps, calendar, mail, chat and internet. So these are the things which are pre-installed here, and the messaging and phone call still works here actually. This device does support 3G, so in Asian countries 3G is still working, so we don't really have any issue like using these devices. They still works perfectly fine. And in the setting panel we have profile, theme, tones, light, and theme section. If I go to theme section, we do have few default themes here. They are pretty much similar, they change the colors, so as you can see here, but I do have few themes which I have copied over to this device. I will show you them, and it's pretty awesome actually back then that you can change the look of your device just by applying a theme. Don't really need to install any kind of application or anything like that. Pretty awesome days actually. And tones, so if I go to tone section and tone, default tone, ringtones, so we do have a lot of ringtones here actually. So ringtone, open gallery, so we can go to tone section. As you can see here, there are a lot of them, and the sound quality you can check here actually. So let's check the classic Nokia ringtone which used to come back then actually. So Nokia tone. The device sounds pretty good. There are other options like light, and in the display section we do have wallpaper section. We can choose wallpaper and apply whatever I will like. Home screen, we can choose home screen mode. If I turn it on, as you can see here, they did come with few shortcuts and like time and other things. You can choose them actually, and you can arrange them according to your liking. So those things are there, pretty customizable, not like Symbian S60 device. This one is S40 device. And notification details and few other things. Also you can choose font size, all of them now normal. Date and time. This is pretty good actually. The touch screen is pretty good, and I really like capacitive touch screen on this kind of devices. The resistive touch screen is pretty difficult to use on this kind of devices. And we do have shortcut option here, sync and backup, and connectivity. These devices do have Wi-Fi and internet wall and Bluetooth and other things, so those things are here. Device accessories, configuration and other things, so pretty much similar to other Nokia devices. And the maps, so the map application nowadays does not work anymore because it cannot connect to the server. So now if I check the show map, as you can see here, it cannot connect even if I connect to Wi-Fi. So let me connect to Wi-Fi. So if I am in home screen, I can press the space button, actually press and hold, it will open the Wi-Fi menu and we can connect to the Wi-Fi. So usually if you are using any browser or anything like that, it will automatically connect to the Wi-Fi if it is turned off. But for maps, it does not work because it cannot really connect to the server. So now it's trying again. Let's see it works or not. So as you can see here, even though we are connected, but the maps actually does not work anymore. Messaging section is there, photos, and the 3.2 megapixel camera is pretty decent. So if I go back, open the camera, so we can choose the location, and as you can see here, it is taking photos in 3.2 megapixel. It takes actually a decent picture for what it is, and also we can like record videos in 480p 15 fps, so that is also available. And my photos, I did take few pictures actually, so as you can see here, they are decent. Obviously most of them are not really that bad. They looks good for this kind of device. We do have calendar, mail, chats and internet. So the internet browser here actually still works perfectly fine. If you want to use that, you can use it. Is still connects to the network, creating secure connection. Let me try something here. So usually I try Opera Mini. So if you want to browse internet here, obviously check your internet connection and also check the date and time. So if the date and time is not correct, the internet does not work. And if the browser does not work, you have to copy over Opera Mini Java file and you can still browse. As you can see here, the internet browser here is still not working right now, but I do have Opera Mini here. And if I go to app section, so apps and games, so there are few default games here actually, like Angry Bird, Asphalt 4, these are demo games, and few other games here. And I did install JTube here, so JTube is there actually, but nowadays JTube does not work actually. So if I try to play anything, it does not play, but it can load thumbnails actually. So as you can see here, it can still load thumbnails, but if you try to play something, it will give you an error. It's not really usable anymore. And I did install few games here, as you can see here, like MotoGP and Motor Rider, these games. And if I go to Opera Mini here, Opera Mini does still work. This one is Opera Mini 8. And if I try Facebook, it will able to like open the Facebook page, but not really that much usable. And also if you want to like install any kind of games here from webtrick.com, so nowadays webtrick.com is pretty much unusable on this kind of devices because they have some sort of pop-up ads. So this kind of browser cannot render those ads. They don't really allow to download any application right now. One thing you can do actually, if you want to install any games or apps here, you can use your Android device and just download the apps or games according to the display resolution and copy over the file to your device. Then those things actually will work, like the Opera Mini here actually. I did copy it over here and it is working perfectly fine, no issue actually. So now as you can see here, let's try arcade games. And as you can see here, the pop-up ads. So because of this actually you can't really download games here. It's always brings some kind of pop-up ads and it's pretty difficult, but still the browser is working, as you can see here. Not really bad for a decade-old device. And I did actually copy over few games here. So going to the memory card. One thing about this kind of S40 devices is that if you copy over any games or application, you don't really need to install. They will be on your SD card and you can directly play them. Like I have installed few applications here. Let's try Fluffy Bird. So we can, as you can see here, it is working. Fluffy Bird works, and this one is actually touch supported game. So if you download any games which does not support touch, you can still play them with your keypad actually, like Bouncy Tales. This one does not support touch screen. So what I have to do actually, I have to use buttons to navigate and we can play the games. So as you can see here, not working, but we can press here and it will working. Now we can play. So if you copy over any games which does not support touch screen, you can still control with your keypad. And there are few games which actually support touch screen. So maybe this one does support touch screen, Tetris. So as you can see here, this one does support a touch and it is working. And this game is actually multiplayer game, so you can play this game with your friend, like by connecting with Bluetooth. And we do have a Temple Rush here, which is also touch screen game and support touch screen. So as you can see here, it is loading now, and we don't really have any accelerometer sensor here, so you can't really tilt your device to control the device, so that one is not working. And also we do have few games, Nokia Racing. As you can see here, this one also have multiplayer game, so you can connect with Bluetooth and play with your friend. So player, type my name here, new game. So as you can see here, the game is working, and that's it. You can still play some games here. And in terms of theme, actually I do have few themes copied over here. So as you can see here, these themes are actually for this device or this kind of devices, so this will work. So let me try this Android theme, and this is a preview and I can apply actually. So if I select this one looks good, this one also, and let me try this. And as you can see here, they changed the icons and everything, so it looks good actually. By the way, there are a few shortcuts here too, like for messaging, you can create message directly from here, or also you can chat. And also the music button here, you can play music directly from here. So nothing to play right now. And the keyboard actually is not really that great, it's very cramped, and I don't really like this kind of Nokia devices where you cannot really control your whole device from keypad. Some of the things you cannot control with keypad, you have to use touch screen, and some of them actually you have to use keypad, you cannot do with touch screen. I don't really like that. And there are devices from BlackBerry, I really like them, like BlackBerry Classic, BlackBerry Bold 9900. All of those devices really great because you can control them by touch screen or directly from keypad. And those are really good device. This one also pretty good classic device, and it still works. And although the build quality and other things not really that great, but it was not really that expensive. It used to be like €100, and it still can do what it's supposed to do. That's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.